It's Jason, the behind the scenes of an aspiring YouTuber. Thanks for tuning in, and this video is going to be all about how I changed my Google AdSense account to a business account and how I updated via YouTube Studio so I could now get paid to my new account via Google AdSense and the monetization I had with YouTube. So to summarize, going from a personal account using my social security number and switching it to a business account with a federal tax ID and FEIN. This is really important in the United States and really important as my YouTube channel will grow. I'm going to open up this video with a little bit about what I had to do also on my WordPress website because of a lot of other reasons. But if you fast forward a little bit, you'll see exclusively what I had to do for AdSense related to YouTube Studio. Stay tuned. Let's check it out. Hey, it's Jason. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I want to talk about a very frustrating problem I've been having on my primary YouTube channel, which this whole Hey, It's Jason channel is kind of the behind the scenes look of jams.net. Years ago, I started Google AdSense revenue on my blog, which is, ironically enough, jams.net. And on jams.net, I render various ads, and it really is a way to aggregate all of the content I'm creating into one central location, jams.net. You can see I have these pesky little Google AdSense ads running, which I'm generating revenue from. But admittedly, I would say 80% of my AdSense revenue is coming from ads on my YouTube channel. We have about 65,000 subscribers, and we get about 10,000 views or so per month on the channel. It's not huge, but it's respectable nonetheless. So what I want to walk through today is if you're in this situation where you set up a Google AdSense account under your personal account, such as me and my social security number, and you want to switch it to a business account, how do you do that? And why would somebody actually want to do that? So let's dig into this and take a peek here. So the whole purpose of this video is moving your AdSense account to a business account. So Google Ads is now paid to your business and your federal tax ID, your FEIN, not your social security number. So if you're creating a business, you want to go down this path more than likely, and this is why you're watching this video. So as I mentioned, I configured it under my personal details. I didn't have a business LLC. As YouTube grew, I became a partner, which meant I was now monetized, which meant I was collecting revenue, which meant I had to connect it to a Google AdSense account. The AdSense account I selected was the one I configured years ago, which was my personal account and not a business LLC. So all of this ad revenue is now being paid under a single AdSense account. That can become very problematic for tax purposes if the business truly turns into a business. And let's say I become so big, one day I get out of the content creation game and I want to sell the business. I want to be able to sell the LLC along with the business accounts that are created under it. And most importantly, from a tax perspective, at least in the United States, it's really important not to commingle my personal funds with my business funds. And right now, they're commingled. So I had to figure out how to fix that. So my goal was I created this LLC to manage the business, and I wanted AdSense to be paid to my LLC using my federal tax ID, not my personal social security number, for business purposes. Easy enough, right? Create the LLC, get the federal tax ID, and then just update your AdSense account that you currently have set up. I thought this was going to be a super, super easy process. So what I did was I went on Reddit and I said, hey, how can I change my account to a business LLC? Meaning, how can I log into my primary AdSense account and change it to a business from an individual? When I would go to AdSense, it wouldn't let me change it from personal to business. And I thought I just had to click manage tax information within AdSense and edit it. And that would submit a new W-9. The W-9 would say it's a business account, not a personal account, and that would convert my account over. So I posted this question on Reddit, partnered with YouTube's a pretty good Reddit channel for folks with medium to larger YouTube channels that have issues like this. Very quickly, like a minute later, no, you cannot migrate an existing AdSense account to a new business account with your new federal tax ID number. That's what this person said. It's impossible. You can't do it. You have to create a new account. Now, me being me, I said, surely, this guy is not right. I can obviously edit an account from personal to business. But what I determined was you can't. You cannot physically change from individual account to business account. If I can't do that, then I can't have all the ad revenue paid to my new LLC. So I had to create an entire new account, which would require an entire new email address. Okay, I can do that. I can create a new AdSense account. I can set it up as a business. I can use a separate email because you only have one AdSense account per email, and I can use my my federal tax ID number, no problem, I thought. However, this has created a can of worms for me in attempting to do it. Because what I discovered once I set it up, I would have to log in. I use WordPress on my website. I would have to log into SiteKit on WordPress. SiteKit is the Google plugin, which I use to hook to Google Analytics, Google AdSense, and let them collect all the data they need to collect so I can use it, but also divvy up advertisements by way of SiteKit. But however, SiteKit would only let me hook to one account. So now a new problem entered. I have a new AdSense account. I created it. I followed the process. I set up as a business. But I wanted to keep my old Google Analytics account so I could still have that historical data. But SiteKit would only let me hook to one Google account, which had AdSense, Analytics, all of the Google suite underneath of it. So what that meant was I could no longer, using SiteKit, which I really wanted to use and keep consistent, I couldn't have AdSense revenue being ran through a different publisher ID and then analytics setup. It just wouldn't work. So now this can of worms was I was going to have to set up a brand new instance of Google Analytics and configure it on my account like a new one to keep it all together. So new AdSense account has now led to new Google Analytics account and reconfiguring everything with SiteKit. It does sound like a huge pain in the butt, but nonetheless, it was a pain in the butt. My plan, set up a new Google AdSense account. Check, did it. Configure Google Analytics with my new account. Check, did it. Remove SiteKit on my website. Check, did it. Install SiteKit again on my website. Check. Hooking to the new master account. Configure Google Analytics, the new instance, on the new account. Verify it. Check, did it. But then I realized I would have to get approval for my website to join Google AdSense under the new AdSense account I created. I haven't done this in a long time. So now enter a week and a half. So now, even though I have all this new stuff set up, Google said, Jason, even though you were approved on your website under your old AdSense account, we need to actually reapprove the website. So I didn't want to do anything until I knew for sure my website was functioning because my YouTube channel is why I make all the money. So I said, okay, great. So then I had to go through the whole approval process again to add my website to the new Google AdSense account. So you can see this is a screenshot of SiteKit, and this is what I was referring to, that you can't have it hooked to multiple instances. Now, I could have just deployed Analytics separately and AdSense separately, but I do like the functionality of AdSense, and I try to keep things organized. So when you deploy SiteKit, it's giving you Search Console, it's giving you AdSense, Analytics, and PageSpeed Insights all hooked to the new Google account. So when I had it hooked to the new Google account for AdSense, it wanted to use the Analytics account on the new account, not the new one. So that's trying to give you some clarity about why I had to reconfigure it. So I connected SiteKit to the new account. Everything was connected. Fantastic. To reconnect it to a new account, you just click Reset SiteKit, and it would let you do that. So then I go into wait mode, a week and a half to wait for Google to basically say, thumbs up, we will let you run Google ads on your website. Again, I want to emphasize the reason why I didn't just go straight to YouTube and change it, because I was a little concerned that this was going to have a lot of issues, and I wanted to make sure ad revenue was functioning, bank accounts were hooked up, everything was good to go on the website, which makes less money than YouTube. I did not want any hiccups on YouTube. So I wanted to kind of run this. So I had to wait a week and a half, and Google eventually approved me to run Google Ads using my new AdSense account on my website. So now my testing period was my website is connected to the new Google Ads business account. It is running ads on the new website and revenue is connecting. Thumbs up. My AdSense account is officially a business account. I have verified it and it is collecting data and working on AdSense on my WordPress site. However, my YouTube channel is still using the old AdSense account, collecting revenue under that. So if you are only using AdSense for YouTube, everything I did up to this point may not matter to you. However, I was being cautious and I wanted to make sure everything was set up before I cut over my YouTube channel. So what do I have now? I have a YouTube instance using my old AdSense account. I have a website using the new AdSense account, and both were collecting money and depositing basically into the same account. However, as I mentioned, I make more on YouTube, so I wanted to be 100% sure before I take this YouTube account and move with my new AdSense account, everything was working because I thought I was going to avoid any missed revenue. So now you can log into Google YouTube Studio and switch to my new ad revenue account. So I'm going to show you screenshots here because I don't want to do this in my live environment because there's some personal information I don't particularly want the entire internet to see. So now, fast forward to you are a person that wants to update your YouTube Studio partnered account that's monetized with your new AdSense account, which is a business one. This is how you would do it. I know everything's working. So you log into Google AdSense, and you're going to see your dashboard of everything that's collecting in the way that it basically would look. And you're going to want to click Payments Info on the left-hand side under Payments. When you go into Payments Info, it's going to show you what you're currently been paid, how your progress towards that threshold, previous transactions, your payment methods, and specific settings. Okay. Easy enough. So then what you're going to want to click is you're going to want to click under Manage Settings right here at the bottom. And when you click Manage Settings, it's going to take you to a screen that will show a social security number, your name, your address, the W-9 you submitted, and basically all of the information about your current setup. Now, this is where I thought I could just edit it and add my new AdSense information. I thought I could basically just click here and, say, hey, actually, I want to update and use the new stuff. But the thing I want to call out here is you click it and you can see that, it gives you your current information and what you have submitted, but you cannot change it from here. So this is why, up to this point, you log into YouTube Studio, you can manage your payment information, and you can say, oh, well, I already have this hooked to an AdSense account. I just want to update it to a business account. And you would think you could go through here and you could update it, but you can't change it. It will not let you change your account type to an individual. It can't be changed. Hard stop. It won't work. This, my friend, is why you have to create a new Google AdSense account as a business, not an individual account, a business account hooked to your FEIN, your federal tax ID number, because then you have to connect it to the new AdSense account because you can't update your current one to a business account. This is where everything just kind of spirals to why you have to create the new AdSense account. So if you do that process, you're going to get to the same point I got at and say, I can't update it. So then you're going to have to say, I do want to update it. You click off of the main page, change your AdSense ID information. And when you click that, it says the approval could take several days. It could take 2 to 3 weeks. Monetization will commence when the association is completed. So the problem is, as soon as you do this, you're not going to be getting any ad revenue. So if this takes 3 weeks, I could be out a big chunk of ad revenue until they link to my new account. So I am hoping this is quick. So you click continue. It's going to say, hey, you want to continue with this account? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like it's, I thought continue with this account was, this is the account you want to edit. So I was like, yeah, this is my current setup. It's an individual account. I'm going to click continue. And then it's like, okay, yeah, this is my channel. I'm going to set this account up. Okay, great. It's redirecting me to YouTube. All right, fine. At what point do I put my new AdSense information in? And then it takes me back to the YouTube page. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm done. I don't know. I never. So it was a constant loop, basically just taking me back to where I was. So what I discovered was I had to physically log into my new AdSense account with a new tab in Chrome. So what I mean is before, when I was clicking associate and continue, it was saying the account type was individual. I didn't notice. So if we go back here, you see what I mean. It was saying continue with this account. And it was basically saying continue with the account you currently logged into with AdSense, which was my old AdSense account, which was an individual. Once I realized I had to log into AdSense in a new tab with the new business account, and I went through this process, it was now saying continue with this account, meaning continue linking to this new business account. Thumbs up. I figured that out. So then the next step was, hey, let's get you started. You have to agree to the terms and conditions. No problem. I'll agree. And then it had me validate this information, which was pulled over and which is the information I have on the Google AdSense account, most importantly for the business account. Thumbs up. Looking good. Click submit. Okay, great. They said, we're going to review it. It could take less than a day, but in some cases could take a bit longer. Check your account status in YouTube Studio. All right, so I have now just successfully linked my existing YouTube channel to my new business Google AdSense account. And it takes you to this page, which is saying in progress. So happy that it's linked. Yay, it's linked, it's linked. Sad and concerned that I'm not going to be collecting any revenue until this becomes complete or done. And I'm not technically monetized collecting the revenue and all of that good stuff until they approve that AdSense account. So I believe that means I might lose revenue during that time period. It seems like that could be the case until this becomes done and I'm now hooked up and connecting. But now it seems like I'm not collecting revenue until approved, and this has to move to done, and away you go. So hopefully the approval is quick. I'm going to monitor this daily, and hopefully the revenue tab will show approved. And it does seem, from what I've read during this process, I've pulled AdSense off, so I'm not collecting the ad revenue until it's connected to the new account, and the new account isn't connected until they approve it. So I'm really hoping this process is quick. I'm hoping that there's no hiccups, because that can be a fair amount of revenue loss really quickly. So my advice is, and I am doing this purposely at the beginning of the year when ad revenue is typically low for me. I started this process at the end of the year when ad revenue was really high. Hopefully this is smooth. But again, if you have any questions, again, if we go back here, what I wanted to ultimately achieve was connecting my new business AdSense account to my existing YouTube channel. But the complexity I had was my website, the AdSense revenue running on that, and my ultimate desire to test everything. So if you're going to want to set up that new Google AdSense account, if you're not running it on a website, you can ignore these, and then you're going to want to request approval to join AdSense, and then you got to go in, and then you got to switch it through the AdSense panel to the new one. That's the process. Hey, it's Jason. This YouTube channel is a behind-the-scenes look at me, an aspiring YouTuber trying to make it big with my primary channel, jams.net. Really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you found this useful. It is a bit of a pain, but it's doable. I'll let you know how quick the approval process goes. And it means a lot to me if you give me a subscribe and follow me on this journey. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.